Buddhism. What are the limits of the realm of desire? Welcome back, everyone, to Mind Podcast. Is there anyone who doesn't feel a sense of awe when looking at the sky lit up by countless stars at night? Who hasn't wondered if there is some intelligence behind the universe? Who hasn't questioned whether Earth is the only planet that sustains life? For me, these are natural curiosities in the human mind. Throughout the history of human civilization, there has been a real drive to seek answers to these questions. One of the great achievements of modern science is that it has brought us closer than ever to understanding the conditions and complex processes underlying the origins of the universe. Today, let's search together for the answers to this greatest question of the universe. As you may know, according to the Big Bang Theory, our universe was born from a massive explosion that released an enormous amount of energy. This idea is widely accepted, but the model still struggles with the singularity at the very beginning, where familiar physical laws break down. This raises the question, what existed before the explosion? From ancient times until today, philosophical and religious schools of thought, from east to west, have woven cosmological and existential views that form the foundation of human beliefs and ways of life. Commonly, people divide these views into two main schools: idealism and materialism. Over time, these two extreme tendencies have mixed and clashed, leading to the formation of different philosophical and religious systems. These differences have often resulted in conflicts that are sometimes irreconcilable. In fact, they have been one of the main causes of discrimination and division, and have even led to devastating and bloody wars of extermination across the world. Not only in ancient times, but even in the so-called modern civilization of today, during the mid-20th century, the renowned scientist Albert Einstein became a lifelong vegetarian and stated, "The religion of the future will be a cosmic religion. It should transcend a personal God and avoid dogmas and theology. Covering both the natural and the spiritual, it should be based on a religious sense arising from the experience of all things, natural and spiritual, as a meaningful unity." Buddhism answers this description. He also emphasized that if any religion could meet the demands of modern science, that religion would be Buddhism. In 2008, the United Nations recognized Buddhism as the official religion of humanity and organized the Vesak celebration in Vietnam to commemorate the birth of Shakyamuni Buddha. All of this has raised urgent questions regarding the study and application of the profound meanings that Buddhism's cosmology and human philosophy bring to modern science. From our perspective today, we understand that this world includes the Earth revolving around the Sun, the solar system existing within the Milky Way existing within the system of galaxies, and countless galaxies moving and changing throughout the universe. Modern astronomy has discovered a vast number of black holes in the universe, estimated to be more numerous than the observable universe. This is the macroscopic view. On the microscopic level, there was a time when, with the discovery of the atom, it was believed that humanity had found the fundamental building block of matter. However, modern discoveries have dispelled this illusion by revealing the existence of leptons, quarks, antimatter, and multidimensional space. These findings have forced humanity to thoroughly reconsider its materialistic and pragmatic views. Other fields of science have also made discoveries beyond imagination. Of particular note is the field of modern psychology and psychoanalysis. In addition to applying hypnosis for treatment and delving into the subconscious and unconscious, hypnotists and psychoanalysts have taken patients back to childhood memories. Some have even taken hypnotized individuals back to previous lives, allowing them to know who they were before. These results have strongly challenged the notion that death is the end. The belief in reincarnation and the cycle of birth and death, once ridiculed, is now being seriously reconsidered by scientists. The law of cause and effect is no longer viewed through the dry, materialistic lens of syllogism. According to conventional logic, as in the formula H2 plus O equal H2O, when viewed from a broader perspective that includes both consciousness and matter, the Buddhist concepts of karma and rebirth have become a fundamental basis for scientists to apply and develop their research. In modern understanding, those who have explored Buddhism are often overwhelmed by the vast richness of its scriptures, including the sutras, Vinaya, discipline, and Abhidharma, philosophy. There have been different presentations of Buddhism's cosmology, but they share a common view that corresponds to the functioning of consciousness, where different worlds exist that are compatible with different levels of consciousness. Based on Buddhist scriptures, meditation masters, and scholars, we can present a model of the world as follows. The entire universe is divided into three realms: the desire realm, Kamaloka, the form realm, Rupaloka, and the formless realm, Arupa Loka. All beings within these three realms are still subject to the cycle of birth and death, samsara. However, beings who have accumulated sufficient merit will escape samsara, progressing from the 4 stages of sainthood to the bodhisattva stages, eventually attaining full enlightenment. It's also important to understand that in Buddhism, sentient beings refers not only to humans but to all sentient beings with consciousness, from tiny viruses to beings large enough to cover the sun, from visible to invisible beings, and from those in hell to the highest realms like the realm of neither perception nor non-perception, the highest formless realm. These beings exist in worlds that correspond to their consciousness. According to Buddhist teachings, sentient beings are born into different worlds based on the karma they have created, and they arise in 4 different ways. 1. From eggs, oviparous, known as Noensin. 2. From wounds, known as Taisin. 3. From moisture, known as Thapsin. And 4. Through spontaneous transformation, known as Hoasin. The 3 realms Triloka are presented as follows. According to the Sutra of the Great Nirvana, the Saha world is presided over by the Buddha as the sovereign of a vast realm known as the 3 realms, which includes 1. The desire realm, 2. The form realm, and 3. The formless realm. First is the desire realm, which consists of 4 types of desire. 1. Sexual desire, 2. The desire for beauty, 3. The desire for food, and 4. Lust. The form realm has 2 types of desire. 1. Emotional attachment, and 2. The desire for beauty. Lastly, the formless realm only has emotional attachment. In the desire realm, the 4 aforementioned desires are strong, while the perception of form is weak, hence the name desire realm. In the form realm, the perception of form is strong, while desire is weak, so it is called the form realm. In the formless realm, form is absent and desire is very weak, so it is called the formless realm. First is the desire realm. In the 3 realms, the desire realm belongs to the lower realm, known as the desire realm, because beings here are attached to 5 types of desires: sensual pleasure, wealth, fame, food, and sleep. The desire realm is also called the realm where the 5 types of beings live together: gods, humans, animals, hungry ghosts, and hell beings. The term mixed habitation means that within each category, other beings are intermingled. For example, in the realm of gods, there can also be animals and spirits, and in the human realm, there are animals, hungry ghosts, and hell beings. Generally, according to hierarchy, the desire realm consists of 3 main types: the lower beings, humans, and gods. The lower beings include 4 types: hell beings, animals, hungry ghosts, and asuras. The human realm includes beings living in the 4 continents: Jambudvipa, southern continent; Aparagodania, western continent; Purvaveda, eastern continent; and Uttarakuru, northern continent. Second is the form realm. Above the desire realm is the form realm. This realm lies in the middle of the 3 realms and consists of sentient beings and the physical world. It is called the form realm because beings here have transcended attachment to desires, and both their bodies and surroundings are composed of purified and dignified form. The form realm is divided into 18 different levels of heavens, from the 1st dhyana to the 4th dhyana. We will cover these levels in more detail in a separate video. Third is the formless realm. Above the form realm is the formless realm, the highest realm in the 3 realms. It is called the formless realm because beings here do not possess the physical form, rupa. Only the 4 aggregates of sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness remain. As there is no physical form, there is no manifestation of location or direction. Both past and future are seen as being fundamentally the same. However, in terms of their karmic results, there are 4 levels: the sphere of infinite space, the sphere of infinite consciousness, the sphere of nothingness, and the sphere of neither perception nor non-perception. These 4 levels do not have distinct higher or lower locations, but differ based on the degree of subtlety and magnitude of the karmic results that beings experience in these realms. The gods of the formless realm cannot be described, since this realm belongs to the formless dimension. Beings who cultivate Taoist practices often avoid noisy, chaotic environments, preferring peaceful and quiet places to calm their minds and gradually eliminate the 7 emotions and 6 desires. They refine essence into energy, refine energy into spirit, and refine spirit into emptiness. When successful, they achieve extraordinary results depending on the method they follow. Practitioners of Taoism are often categorized in this way. According to Buddhist understanding, these beings are the closest to Buddhism. Tibetan Vajrayana also identifies and includes another realm known as the intermediate state, Bardo, where consciousness resides after death and before rebirth into the various realms mentioned above. In summary, the Buddhist view of the universe is as follows. This world consists of many different spatial dimensions, each corresponding to the karmic actions of individuals, groups, and especially the consciousness of sentient beings. Humanity, as we know it, occupies one of these realms. Each realm has its own laws and rules. If we speak in modern terms, the world we perceive through our 6 senses, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, or with the help of modern technology such as telescopes, microscopes, and particle accelerators, is just a limited understanding, akin to the parable of the blind men examining an elephant. Buddhism classifies the universe into 3 categories: small thousand worlds, medium thousand worlds, and great thousand worlds. To clarify, the term thousand here refers to a vast number, not literally the heavens, deva, or gods. The universe contains countless great thousand worlds. Specifically, 1,000 celestial bodies make up a small thousand world, 1,000 small thousand worlds make up a medium thousand world, and 1,000 medium thousand worlds make up a great thousand world. Thus, a small thousand world contains 1,000 celestial bodies, a medium thousand world contains 1 million, and a great thousand world contains 1 billion celestial bodies. Some people suggest that a small thousand world represents a galaxy, a medium thousand world represents 1 million galaxies, and a great thousand world represents 1 billion galaxies. However, this interpretation might be a bit extreme. The description provided by Bodhisattva Samantabhadra in the Avatamsaka Sutra, Flower Garland Sutra, seems more aligned with modern astronomy. In this teaching, Samantabhadra tells the assembly, "O disciples of the Buddha, the sea of worlds has many different forms. Some are round, some are spiral, some are like flowers, and there are countless tiny particles differing from one another." When comparing the structure of constellations and galaxies that science has recently discovered, one can see a strange resemblance to the descriptions found in Buddhist texts. For example, the whirlpool shape seen in the constellations Cetus, Pegasus, and Hercules, the river-like shape of the Milky Way galaxy, and the flower-like structures of nebulae in intergalactic space. We still do not know the exact shape of our galaxy because current spacecraft are not capable of traveling beyond the Milky Way to observe it. It would take millions of light years to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other. However, another description from Buddhist scriptures suggests that the Saha world, our world, has the shape of Mount Meru. To the north is Uttarakuru, to the south is Jambudvipa, to the east is Purvavadeha, and to the west is Aparagonia. The shape of our galaxy is described as a mountain, which is an inspiring idea, though it awaits confirmation by astronomy. That covers space, but what about time? According to scientists, time is the movement of matter, with 1 year being measured by the Earth's complete revolution around the Sun. However, at the microscopic level, time in celestial bodies, galaxies, and the universe can be measured very differently. In the 20th century, the discoveries of the great scientist Einstein shook the mechanical division of space and time with his famous equation E=mc². This formula established a close relationship between energy, matter, and speed, which also has a direct relationship with time, where c represents the speed of light, approximately 300,000 kilometers per second. From this, a new concept emerged, the 4-dimensional space-time continuum. Matter changes depending on speed and time. And why not? If we have four-dimensional space-time, it is possible that there are many other dimensions of space that scientists are still working to explore. What does Buddhism say about this? According to Buddhist classification, a small kalpa, aeon, lasts 1.6 million years, a medium kalpa lasts 336 million years, and a great kalpa lasts 1.34 billion years. In Buddhism, the universe constantly goes through cycles of formation, existence, destruction, and emptiness. Formation corresponds to the beginning of the universe, akin to the Big Bang. In modern terms, existence refers to galaxies, the Milky Way, and Earth newly forming, becoming a place for sentient beings with countless differences to appear according to the law of karma, rebirth, and evolution. Deterioration refers to an aging universe, where sentient beings enter what Buddhism calls the degenerate age. Destruction is the collapse of the universe, corresponding to the time when the sun has exhausted its energy, black holes appear, and sentient beings enter the phase known in Buddhism as the apocalyptic world. Buddhism often expresses space using phrases like 10 directions of the Buddhas, where 10 directions refers to the 8 cardinal directions, plus the direction above and the direction below, making 10. This is an accurate way to describe space, applicable to any point in the universe. Regarding time, the terms past, present, and future describe the state of time without beginning or end, analogous to negative infinity to positive infinity on the modern mathematical time axis. In modern physics, the present is considered to consist of half past and half future. Another way to express time, particularly in Zen and Vajrayana Buddhism, is that time consists of a single instant, kshana, equivalent to a tiny moment, and it also follows the cycle of formation, existence, deterioration, and destruction, but at an extremely rapid pace within the consciousness of each sentient being, similar to the waves of brain activity observed in EEGs. This is not abstract knowledge. We often say, one day in prison feels like 1,000 years outside. This clearly demonstrates how our consciousness determines everything. In other words, each of us has a different view of the universe, depending on our individual consciousness. According to the Abhidharma, Buddhist analysis of time, one snap of the fingers consists of 20 blinks. One blink contains 20 great thoughts, and each great thought consists of 90 small thoughts. That means in the time it takes to snap our fingers, 36,000 kshanas, tiny moments, have passed. This illustrates the intimate relationship between energy, matter, and consciousness, which has been firmly established. This explains why there are practitioners who have attained extraordinary abilities that defy imagination. It's not just written in scriptures. Even in modern times, there are more and more cases of people entering deep meditation without eating or drinking for long periods, yet remaining in excellent health. Some great masters can sit in meditation for months on the snow-covered peaks of Tibet. This insight is crucial because it will serve as the basis for explaining the following sections. And as stated in the Shurangama Sutra, this universe is like a bubble floating on a vast ocean. Here's the exact quote. If one mistakenly believes that form is the mind, one is determined to make the mind reside within the physical body, without realizing that even space, emptiness, and solid ground are mere manifestations within the mind's nature. It is like disregarding the vast, still ocean and only acknowledging a single bubble, thinking that this bubble represents the entirety of water in the ocean. Know that even space is born within your mind, like a few clouds scattered across the sky. How much more so the worlds that exist within space? In the Diamond Sutra, the Buddha also affirms, all conditioned phenomena are like dreams, illusions, bubbles, shadows, like dew or lightning, thus should they be contemplated. This means that all conditioned things are like dreams, illusions, bubbles, shadows like dew or lightning, and should be viewed in such a way. Conditioned phenomena here can be understood as the entire world, including matter, consciousness, visible and invisible things, all within the realm of samsara. The mysteries of the universe are endless compared to our ability and limitations, and the universe is infinite in both depth and breadth. According to dialectical materialism, this universe is always in motion, as described in the I Ching, a Chinese text that scientists have praised as the formula for the universe. Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese philosopher, also affirmed in the Tao Te Ching, "The nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. the named is the mother of all things. One of the most important insights of Buddhism is that the transformation of our consciousness determines our destiny. Humanity's understanding is still far from finding the exact answer to the universe. Therefore, the Buddha declared that his teachings are like leaves in his hand compared to the vast forest of universal truth. However, these teachings are sufficient to help beings achieve liberation. Every individual or sentient being is a potential Buddha. Ordinary Buddhists often believe that the universe is made up of the four elements: earth, water, wind, and fire, purely material substances. However, a deeper study of the Shurangam Sutra reveals that the Buddha identified that the universe is always latent and structured by the 8 great elements: earth, water, fire, wind, space, perception, consciousness, and awareness. Among these, consciousness plays an extremely important role, and this understanding is closely aligned with modern science. To view the world in the most objective way, we must consider both scientific and spiritual perspectives. Science and spirituality complement each other and are not in opposition. Both aspects are essential for humanity and for the future development of knowledge. Buddhist philosophy, with its practicality and simplicity, provides a natural spiritual framework for the advancement of modern science. Every day, science discovers that the power of thought and the experiential teachings of people who lived 25 centuries ago have a remarkable timeliness. It is very likely that these discoveries will allow humanity to free itself from its own constraints and illusions, ultimately achieving serenity, happiness, and peace. To achieve this, you should start with meditation. As demonstrated by the scientist Richard Davidson, through experiments using functional MRI, active and continuous meditation can change certain brain structures, and by increasing the activity level of these structures, it can lead to long-term behavioral changes in meditators. Regardless of what the universe is or looks like, I still hope that we live kindly, diligently, practice daily, and with sufficient good karma, you will be reborn into a higher realm. In this way, there will come a day when you attain liberation.